Alright, first deck of the day. Draven, Ezreal, Midrange. So this is an archetype that's been performing fairly well in the format for a little while now. At least according to Mobalytics, one of the top sites people look for meta decks and stats and whatnot. And it's been one of my favorite archetypes for a little while now. And it's been a little while since we played it, so, you know, figured we'd go back to it and see how we do today. I think this list is largely unchanged from the last time I played it. I'm not 100% certain. But yeah, if you've been playing this game for a little while now, this list probably don't really need to go into it too much. Draven and Ezreal are our two main champions. Draven's just a solid 3-drop, 3/3 quick attack for 3. Generates these spinning axes, which we can use to level them up, but most of the time we just use them as discard fodder for cards like Rummage and Sump Dredger to turn them into real cards, essentially, and churn through our deck. And we have Ezreal here as our other champion, and one of our main ways to close out games. We pair him with a lot of our cards that target enemies to level him quickly. In particular, we have quite a number of Static Shock in this deck, which can really help work towards Ezreal's level up condition. And once he's leveled, he can close games out very, very quickly while also allowing us to control the board in certain situations as we need. The rest of the list is just solid kind of mid-range list. We got cards that we can, trade fairly well against decks looking to get under what we're doing, but they are also solid threats in their own right. Chempunk Pickpocket's a card in particular I've been very pleased with in lists like this. House Spider, obviously great for adding, adding a lot of board presence, but also can apply a lot of pressure in certain situations as well. Sump Dredger we mentioned before, Chump Wump, creates these mushroom clouds that we don't mind using as more discard fodder, again, for the effects that we have. In some rare situations, they can help us push that last little bit of damage we need to close games out, along with a leveled Ezreal, and, you never know. They draw those Poison Puff Caps, can deal enough damage to get them in range of death. And then, of course, at the very top end, like most Noxus mid-range decks in this game at this point, Captain Pharaon here at the top end, just an incredibly individually powerful card. Very good as an attacker, but even if he gets removed because he creates those 3 Decimates, which deal 4 to the enemy Nexus for each one, means that games are usually ending one way or the other when Captain Pharaon hits the board. So yeah, enough with that, and let's just jump into some games and see how we do. Where are you? Alright. Kind of looks like some sort of Nightfall aggro deck here. We've got Kalista in place of a Diana. Do we want Scorched Earth? I think we can dump Scorched Earth. I think I want these, though. This blocks fearsome units that they're likely to be running, Kalista being one of them. House Spider just gums up the board if they try to go wide a little bit. I don't think we want the 8-drop in our opener, but our deck decided, nope, you have our 8-drop. We have a Rummage, though. We might actually Rummage him away,
I got the goods.
depending on how things work out. They're likely to block if I attack. I'm gonna hold this back because I'd like for this to be able to block a Kalista if they drop it. What do we think? I think I'm gonna take the 3, block one of these, and then we're gonna play we're gonna attack with an Ezreal and shoot the other one.
Don't mind me.
I think that's our plan. We'll open attacks, shoot this with a Mystic Shot, see what they do.
I'm in.
If they have a Nocturne, we can actually Mystic Shot plus kill Nocturne with the Thermal Beam, or a Kalista, actually.
Charge!
wonder if that's the thing they grabbed. What do we think about just passing here? I think I kind of want to rummage a bit. This Captain Pharaon and second rummage isn't doing us much. Okay, there's the Mystic Shot I wanted. So I think we just pass now. Because if they want to develop the board a little bit more, we can. Oh, that's a pretty great draw actually. 2-4. Can't do all of it. I think I'm actually just gonna play the House Spider so we have something to block this Wraith Caller. And we can maybe finish it off with a Static Shock if we decide to block it with our 2-2. And then we'll just double hit the other two things. Yeah, I think that's what we want to do. So we'll go here. And we'll shoot these two.
Firing.
Actually gonna open with both of these because Static Shock finishes. Ooh, that's interesting. No, I think we want to open here. Okay, so Static Shock finishes these both off now, which is nice. I don't need to do this proactively. Let's start with... I don't want to lose the Mystic Shot, but it's not really a big deal. What do we think? Draven?
Put on me mask, secure me tail, start the day.
Let's go with this. Aftershock's pretty good if they decide to develop, or ooh, they missed their Wraith. So that's good for us. Oh, that was a bit hasty of me, and now I don't have the resources to Static Shock.
The party has arrived.
It's okay, I think we're blocking aggressively here, anyway.
This is gonna hurt for you. Draven out.
Let's start with this. We're probably gonna die to a maybe not. I was gonna say we're probably gonna die to like a harrowing, but
Check me out. Watch and learn. Nailed it.
they want to use their mana and spend stuff, so I'm just gonna pass. Yeah, we're dead. We're exactly dead, because even if I pump up Ezreal's attack to 3 to block the 5. They have exactly 7.
You're between me and glory.
I think I might have mismanaged. I think that turn I was supposed to use that static shock instead of kill that Kalista. Might have been our downfall. I was a little hasty. I for some reason just thought I would have enough mana to do both. We took a little bit too much damage there. We definitely won the next turn if we had gotten there, but... I like Rummage with Chump Whip, but I think we want, like, stuff for the early game. But I don't mind a Thermo Beam to eventually deal with, like, a Victor or possibly a Karma. Yeah, I think we should have won that last game. I probably just mismanaged my resources. Don't want to throw out a card here, but you know what? I'll pass and see what they do. It's probably wrong. I'm probably just supposed to play a Sump Dredger. Get rid of a Static Shock. I don't think 2 of them is going to be necessary. I think rather than using a Thermo Beam ourselves, we just want to do this. Perfect timing.
I got ways to find me mushrooms.
With utmost efficiency. Ingenious. Analyzing a probe.
I'm gonna do this before this resolves because they could get like a... They could get Spell Shield off of this. Obviously they could have protection for this, but... The longer this game goes, the more protection they have chances to draw. Making them spend their mana on it now I think is fine, while we apply pressure.
Materials, no improvements.
Take from the rich, give to me. Just borrowing.
Another brilliant design.
Think I'm still like a yodel in uniform.
You must do better.
Arr!
Metal is perfection.
Well, let's see if they have even more protection. They could have like twin disciplines here. Another Nopify stops this. What else could they have? They could have, like, if they had drawn a... What's that thing that gives them 4/4? Suit up? Suit up, what else? Why they were thinking so hard about it. I mean, they've invested so much into this Victor. I feel like they're pretty much all in on it.
No materials, no improvements. Enough! I'll end this!
Excuse you!
A misstep.
Yes, of course!
Time for a true display of skill.
Ingenious! Electroplating completed. No more talk!
Can't stop me.
May as well try this. I assume it's gonna fail.
You name it, I'll nick it.
Maybe I'm supposed to try Static Shock and see if we can find a way
Of course!
to kill this.
Genius in action!
One off from Ezreal leveling, which is too bad.
No materials, no improvements.
Now he has recovery, which is annoying. Okay. Didn't find a way to protect the victor.
And Ezreal is victorious! Oh, yeah!
We finally ran them out of ways to protect the victor. Okay, pretty annoying matchup. I think I like all of this actually. Yeah, I think I'll keep this.
I got the goods.
Peer beyond.
They could have an elixir to protect
Not
this.
ruffle our feathers.
Save me, loot!
But getting them to use that defensively, like early, I think is gonna be fine. Like elixir is gonna be a problem card anyway. So
Humanity is obsolete.
speaking of elixir, Troll Chant is something that they're likely to have as well.
The world's a big place.
So let's do
Let's
this
see
to
all of
start.
Primed and ready.
Watch and
If they have Troll Chant, they might use it now to deny us a Mystic Shot. which is good because it means they use it before they can get benefit from it, from like having a Starlit Seer on the board or a Puffcat Peddler, so I like that. If they... Well, we'll see what they do here.
Put on me mask, secure me tail, start the day. Think I'm still like a yodel in uniform.
Safety disengaged.
Oh, if mushrooms could talk.
Or whoops, am I right?
So what do we think? I do this. They might troll chant here again, or
I've always been a fun guy.
they're probably gonna play a Mushroom Cloud in response, but that means they're losing out on this ignition at least.
Harvest right there.
They were gonna get to play something anyway. So. Sure.
Hey, roar.
Primed and ready.
Time for the main event.
I think I like that to start. I might have considered opening on attacks if it wasn't for the Draven. Maybe even Sump Dredger's right, but...
System upgrade. A ticket to the gun show. Pitiful.
So... 1, 2... So the Draven will die. I could go Spinning Axe, get rid of a Mushroom Clown to get him to 2. This is 3, 4. Yeah, not really worth it.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Draven out.
I might actually... No, we have plenty of things to discard to that.
Firing!
Heard there was a little fella asking for me.
Primed and ready.
Carved from the savage cold.
I think the way we win this game is trying to save... is keeping Ezreal alive, so I'm gonna go ahead and Thermo Beam Sedge here. We're gonna take a big chunk of damage, but I think... Oh wait, this just gets vulnerable.
I refuse.
Never mind. Any of these can attack it anyway.
I am the
I don't know why, I always thought that thingy was the only one. Never mind. We screwed up. Sort of. Getting Sedge off the table is still nice, but...
Can you improve perfection? Rise, metal brethren.
This still saves us a lot of damage, actually.
Pass me.
We have a lot of ways to root through our deck to find things that we want with Sump Dredger and Rummage.
System upgrade.
So that's kind of nice. We'll start with... There's another Ezreal, so that's nice.
Can you improve perfection?
Do we want to try to double shoot the Peddler? No, I think we just kill this thing at this point.
Ticket to the gun show.
You name it, I'll nick it.
eyes on this one.
There they go. Would a mushroom help?
Just borrow it.
Pretty okay with that, actually. We'll see what they do. This might be a Captain Pharaon open attacks kind of turn. Getting Ezreal down this turn might not be bad also.
Pain is nothing.
I'll break this siege.
Bristle, attack! Fight for your lives!
I thought you'd never ask.
Might need to thermo that sedge.
Check me out.
Break their backs.
If they have another Harsh Winds in hand, they're likely going to use it now.
I'm a peddler, not a meddler.
Will no one listen?
They didn't have protection for her last time, so I think we'll go ahead and look to Thermo Beam
Own
this
what you
time.
take.
They might have been saving it. Or they could have drawn it.
I refuse!
Look out!
I think I'm supposed to block here because they could have a Mystic Shot to finish this off, yes, but if they draw another one, they could have a way to kill this, this Captain Pharaon, and I don't want that. $27 puck caps.
Crush them to dust.
They're coming! Hide! Bar the doors!
I'm probably just shooting their face. Actually, probably just doing this. They don't have a... Because this pushes 2 more damage from Pharaon, 2 damage from Ez. Yeah.
Firing. I've always been a fun guy.
Oh, you know what? I'm probably supposed to...
Who goes there?
I was supposed to Spinning Axe kill this, almost certainly. I guess we see if they can make us draw 5 pup gaps.
Runaway bike.
I won't pass.
My pretty.
Okay. What were we down to? 5 there? So if he had another Mystic Shot in hand, we could have died without that Scorched Earth, so that was a nice draw. For sure. I feel like the main reason why that matchup is so tough for us, well, it's tough for a number of reasons. It's tough because they have a lot of ways to protect their stuff from our damage-based removal. Definitely keeping the Scorched Earth against the Plaza deck. I like Mystic Shot for early Lucian, and I like Draven for to apply pressure. That's a nice pickup, actually. And their Harsh Winds to stifle our late game. Like Captain Pharaon and heck, even Ezreal on some occasion is really nasty. If they pass here, I think I'm supposed to pass back. I don't know. It could be right to play the Chempunk Pickpocket. Yeah, they're playing like they have a Lucian that they want to play. I think I'll actually go with Draven to start here.
I'm what nightmares fear.
This was stupid. Now they're just gonna block with this.
Fight on!
Or not. I don't know why I did that. But our opponent was so dumbfounded by our silly play that they didn't take advantage of it.
Alright, let's mess some folks up.
What are we doing here? Are we gonna actually take 6? I feel like that's the plan.
What you looking for?
Time to get rowdy.
This guy's never getting through though, right?
What's that you got there?
Sump Dredger is interesting. I'm gonna play that. I feel like I want to play this first.
I got ways to find me mushrooms.
Don't get in my way.
We might aftershock this. We actually have 10 cards in hand, so...
Push back the darkness.
Static shock, eh?
The shadow approaches.
Pony want a carrot?
Fortunately, can't stop the Lucian from leveling. In fact... Well, I could play the Sump Dredger plus Spinning Axe protects... Or stops the, kills the Hecarim. So that's something.
Lives. I'll sleep when they're dead.
I'm actually gonna pass.
Time for a true display of skill.
If I had finished off the Hecarim with a Spinning Axe, this would have rallied, which would not have been good.
Let's boogie.
Probably want to do this. Guess we don't really care. Yeah, no, let's do this to start.
I will end you first. To
Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Oh, take your time, pal. It's not like I've got better things to do.
Question is, who am I throwing under the Lucian bus? I don't think I can take 8 from him.
Yeah, I'm up.
Well, that's interesting. It's actually kind of annoying. Don't have the resources to kill both of these. Like, I can Static Shock one, but
I
that
know you're
doesn't do
thinking
much.
and stuff, but could you maybe speed things up a little?
Man, these decks are annoying. Okay, let's start with Rummage. Let's see what we find. That was an excellent, excellent draw.
Here we go. Mercy.
Sharp sight isn't enough for them because we have spinning axes. We're gonna lose this before we draw, so we're not gonna burn our draw here, so that's nice. Card is such a beating. I could static shock one thing. It doesn't matter, right? We're just dead. I'm pretty sure we're just dead.
I got the goods.
I'm pretty sure we can't live, right? It's probably leveling too. Herald's such a feel-bad card.
Unlucky.
Guess I need to be playing Ionia just so I can have denies for cards like that. Aftershock kills both of their champions. Static Shock, can be good, but I think I need to look for blockers. Captain Pharaoh, not exactly what I want to see.
Time for the main event.
Probably shooting that if they open attacks. Now I can Thermo Beam the other one if they want to play it out.
Ow!
I think it's worth it. These represent a lot of damage long term, especially if they have a vision. I think just being resource efficient there and using that is fine.
Time for the main event.
They're probably playing a Draven of their own.
Draven time. Well, hey there, good looking.
If they don't open on attack, we might kill the Draven with Aftershock. I don't know.
I stand for Noxus. I gotta work with this Joker.
Yeah, I think so. We can Spinning Axe, trade with the crowd favorite, which I think is what we want to do.
Draven out. Of blood, glory. Now we're cooking. I'm ready.
It's a pretty good draw. Probably should have opened attacks. opened on attack there with this.
Anything helps.
Yeah, now I don't. Now I missed potentially 4 points of damage.
Put on me mask, secure me tail, start the day.
The sunbrock got me good.
You name it, I'll nick it.
Oh, they just have their draws have been absolute fire so far. Huh. Yeah. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. We're likely dead here. Like, they have to have absolutely nothing for us to be okay here. Like, and they're probably waiting for me to do that to play out like a Jinx or another Draven, but
What's the worst that could happen?
I don't think we can wait.
I wonder.
Because their open attacks are so good. Yeah, well, I'll just... And they draw 3 cards. Yeah. That's one of their faster draws too, and it's just like, we can't beat that. If we had drawn like running house spiders in the early game, we would have been in a better spot to deal with that. Or if they'd whiffed on the crowd favorite early on, maybe. No idea what this matchup signifies. Kind of like Mystic. All right, that's a hand. Not really sure what they're doing, but I kind of want to keep a Mystic Shot in hand. This hand is less than ideal, though. Can I have that Sump Dredger back, maybe? Depending on what our draws are like. Okay, almost certainly one of these 2 Captain Pharaons at least is getting rummaged away.
I'm cold, I'm hungry, and there's rocks in me boots.
I write the rules of power.
I don't want to take a 3 damage if I don't have to. It's unfortunate because Static Shock is really good against that. They're playing one of that, they're probably playing more, so. Okay, so if they play a Riven here, we're gonna Aftershock. Yeah.
I was born in battle and raised by war.
Finally, some action.
I don't know why I thought Aftershock would kill Riven on its own. It's not Thermo Beam for 4. Still think that's worth doing, maybe?
By my hand will Noxus rise.
Here's hoping that the one blade fragment he has is not the Overwhelm one for that Swain.
Empire, battle by battle.
Stun all
I've taught
damage.
you well, my boy.
What do we think?
Put on me mask, secure me tail, start the day.
Well, we're definitely blocking a Swain with a 4-3 if he decides to attack with that. Probably just chump blocking the 6-6 with our 1-1, hoping to find a Scorched Earth to finish it off. Otherwise, you know, later on we can just block with a 4-3, get it within like Mystic Shot range or something like that. That doesn't change much for me personally. Huh, he's going with that Overwhelm. That's interesting. I'll just take the 6. Hoping to use Ezreal's Mystic Shot to finish off
Time for a true display of
the
skill.
Swain. I'm probably rummaging away these 2 Mushroom Clouds. Could block. If I swing with this, what does he do? He blocks here, just plays another Swain.
It's not bragging if you could back it up.
I guess this thing's gonna get to stun 2 of my teams. So when it attacks, so that's kind of annoying.
Firing!
Legacy. We burn, then kindle anew.
Of course, they always have something like that, right?
You name it, I'll nick it. Take from the rich, give to me.
They don't open attacks. We're gonna. I think we're playing the Pharaon either way this turn, but.
Oh, take your time, pal. It's not like I've got better things to do.
Prepare the cargo! There is no excess when victory is at stake. Enough! I'll end this!
Their Swain's nowhere near leveled, so this is not too scary.
Darken the skies!
Scorch Earth is a pretty good pickup.
Break their backs!
So this kills this. Unless they want to save it for finishing off a Captain Pharaon.
Such naivete.
Which it looks like this block suggests that's exactly what they're doing.
Wrong move.
Okay, this block is suggesting that they are letting Ezreal hit, so they know that we're getting a Mystic shot.
Move.
They don't want it dying. They're afraid of taking too much damage, though. I think I'm okay with that. Do I want to rummage away some stuff?
I know you're thinking and stuff, but could you maybe speed things up a little?
There's no way for me to save Ezreal, right? I suppose if I rummage away and find something specific, but I think it's unlikely.
No way!
My time.
Save me, Luke! Just borrow it!
Yeah, they're not spending the Swain wisely. Let's start
The
with
party
this.
has arrived.
So Swain's gonna level up. Probably need to kill the Leviathan.
You hoping they'll die of boredom?
We're going under! Please, for Noxus. Empire above all.
Because they still have mana for another Swain. They want it. And we're dead. Cool deck. Very interesting game plan they have.
So this is what losing feels like? Sucks.
Oh, Draven, you should be used to losing with me behind the wheel by now. Yeah, they just had a lot of must-answer threats. We needed to kill that Glentorn. We need to kill the Swain. Need to kill Leviathan. I mean, Swain Leviathan. That's just going bigger and better than anything that we have going on in our deck, frankly. So chances of us winning there with the start that we have, not happening. The Rekindler turn was kind of a beating too. I don't know if we are supposed to just let the Swain live with that Rekindler. Like, that's just something that's gonna kill us eventually anyway. Could be wrong. Might be the last one with this deck. We've been playing for about an hour. Results have been middling, to say the least, so might just end it after this set. I think I'm okay to play another House Spider, just slightly more resource efficient. Probably playing it out eventually anyway. I think we'll go... We'll see what they do, I suppose, first. I think we're just supposed to keep applying pressure.
Put on me mask, secure me tail, stop the day.
Like, even if they have something like an Ezreal here, like, it doesn't really matter.
Sounds dangerous. I'm in.
We'll start with a Sump Dredger, getting rid of one of these mushroom clouds and open attacks, I think. Well, that's not an open attacks. We're gonna play the Sump Dredger and then attack. That's gonna be our plan for next turn. After that, we'll have 4 mana. So we could, like, kill kill something with Aftershock or something. Deal.
Charge! Got the goods.
Now I can, like, thermo beam this. Kind of nice.
Fact, I am superior life form.
Mystic Shot my 3/2 maybe, or possibly Ravenous Flock the Chump Wump. Definitely swinging with these two. This is just going to get blocked by this, so that's not appealing. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Apparently my stream is having some problems today. I wonder if it's the weather.
It's not bragging if you could back it up.
I'm actually getting rid of these. Let's see what we find. Okay.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt. You name it, I'll nick it.
Prime and ready.
Firing!
Go ahead and thermal beam this. This might be a little risky, leaving the Ezreal alive, but...
My future.
Maybe I should have waited for him to play the Ignition first.
Save me, Luke!
Yeah.
Let's
I was hoping we'd be able to apply pressure a little earlier this game. I think I should have killed their Ezreal sooner. Oh well.
I got ways.
I'm playing terribly today. It's fine. I haven't played this game or this deck in a while. Shake off the rust, so to speak. Captain Pharaon probably signifies the end here. They've seen a lot of cards. They haven't played too much in early game, so wouldn't be surprised to see it. Let's go ahead and kill this. We still have enough mana to kill a follow-up Ezreal if they have it. This actually levels Ezreal, which could be one of the reasons why they're playing it, but they could also have a thingy in hand, another Ravenous Flock. They could have both. They could go Ezreal into Ravenous Flock, just to get a little bit of extra value off of it.
Party has arrived.
Actually, the Aftershock, I guess, doesn't kill Ezreal, right? Because now he's leveled. He has 4 toughness? Yeah. Well, I don't remember what cards do at all today. It's probably part of the problem. Yep, there's the Ravenous Flock. So we're gonna need some pretty good rips off the top of our deck to still be in this, I think. Rummage for a start would be nice. Turn these mushrooms into actual cards. It's a pretty shitty draw. Feel like it's a concession at this point. These cards don't really do anything, like even with these 1/1s as chump blockers to turn these Ravenous Flocks on, that's still not great. Like, the main things they could have that we care about killing, these things can't block anyway. Okay, that's decent. This means another Static Shock is pretty good, and like I said, it also turns on these Ravenous Blocks, so I think it's fine. I guess we'll do this, because then I can get in an attack for 4. Potentially. This still kills a Pharaon if they have it. Though if they have a Pharaon, they're likely just dead.
I thought you'd never ask.
That's easy Thermo Beam.
Firing.
Okay, they have another Ravenous Flock. Tri-Beam. They're a Tri-Beam deck, so we're dead, because that's just a lot of value. I wonder if it's wrong to not be playing Tri-Beam versions of this deck at this point. That's a crappy enough deck. We played, even if we claw our way back into this game, it's still basically a loss, because we played like crap. We'll get one more, see if we can redeem ourselves before moving on to the next deck of the day, which is the one I'm a little bit more excited to try. Okay, got like another discard aggro. It's like variant version with a Teemo one of. Yeah, I mean, Aftershock kills 2 of their bigger threats, but okay, sure. House Spider's pretty good.
The party has arrived.
Fine, if that's their open attacks, I'm fine with that. We'll go ahead and just do this. Probably just gonna Ravenous block whatever they. So the Static Shock for these two is nice. Oh, okay. They're not doing their thing. I guess we'll start with this.
Does he do this?
They're gonna play the Draven. We're gonna Aftershock it.
Hey, kiddo. Dig your kid up.
Because it's slow. We have another Aftershock for a Jinx, which is kind of nice. So let's see what they do here. I could Mystic Shot this. If I do, what else are we doing this round? Not much. No, I think we'll just pass. They could have a, they probably have a vision. If they do, they'll hook, okay. I think we'll split the difference because I want to keep my life total as high as possible. I think we have other ways of killing this thing. And if they want to do the spinning axe now, I think that's fine too. I actually kind of like that because now we can Ravenous block, which I think is fine. Ravenous block doesn't have many targets in this matchup anyway. I think we actually want to start with this as a way to sort of soft pass and see what they do. Because if they play a Jinx, I would like to Aftershock her. Now the question is, can we afford to do that? Probably not. Can we? What does their open attacks look like? I guess it's not the worst.
It's Draven time.
They'll never know what hit 'em.
Hey, buddy, what you doing?
Yep. And they're just done. Okay.
All me. And maybe those other guys. Whatever.
Alright. So, played really, really poorly, that set in my opinion, but still had a fun time. Coming back to this deck was nice. I think it's definitely something I want to play more of. Man, when's the last time I played this deck? It's been a while, so definitely want to put more time into it because I think it's one of the better decks, at least for me, one of the decks that I have a lot of success with. So I just like this combination of cards. It's gotten kind of dry, which is why I put it down for a while, but I think, you know, when it comes to laddering for the next little bit, it's going to be between this and, I don't know, maybe some other experimental things that I like trying. I like trying a variety of things, so I'm never going to stick with one thing for too long, even if I'm seeing a lot of success with it, which was the case with this. This was like my go-to laddering deck for the longest time, and then I just got kind of bored of it. As my collection grew, there were just so many other things to try, and there's still so many things to try because it just keeps on growing. And with that in mind, let's move on to the next deck.